There we go, room is pretty much all packed up and we are ready to go. It's been a good stay actually. We stayed at Sonder One Platt. If it's something you are interested in or you're coming to New York and you want somewhere to stay, highly recommend this place. I'll link it down below for you so that you can have a look at that. We've still got most of the day here in New York, so we're gonna do a little bit more exploring, grab a little bit more local cuisine and enjoy our day before we get a taxi to JFK later and fly back to the UK later tonight. Final breakfast in New York, I thought we've got to have a bagel. After you. There we go, we've got the goods. Let's see what we've got for the final breakfast. Oh, that's fun, they've cut it. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. Ooh, that looks good. Egg, bacon, avocado, cheese in there. Hungry hangover, that one is. Wow. Really works with the... She told me to have it with red onion, tomato, and capers. Don't know what capers are, but it's really nice. That lady was right, good combo. I'm a big eater, but even I was only able to get through half. So we're gonna save this for later. Started our day by popping to Washington Square Park. A little bit underwhelming, there was hardly anybody about there. We're heading to a location which is more for me than it is for mum and dad. They're not Friends fans, I am. And the exterior of the building where Monica and Rachel and everybody lives there at one point in the show except Ross is just down here, so we're gonna have a look at that as well. Here it is, Joe, our favourite, Bleecker Street Pizza. We came in here last time, best pizza I've ever had. However, we did just have a massive bagel, so I don't feel quite ready yet to have a slice of pizza. But if you want a slice of pizza and you're in this area, this is the spot right here. Always one of my favourite areas in New York, this. I think this is a very expensive area. Still don't quite understand how Monica from Friends was able to have an apartment here. You'd like to live here if you could in New York. Definitely one of the nicer areas. Lots of sort of neighbourhood shops and bodegas and coffee shops, independent coffee places. If you can afford it, this is where you want to live. You recognise it now from this angle?
I do recognise it, yeah.
That down at the bottom is actually supposed to be the coffee shop. Like when you watch the programme, the idea is that they have the coffee and stuff here, and then they live up there, and Ross lives over on that side. Very cool, there it is. Building from Friends. Mum and Dad not too bothered. I think if Amy and Grace were here, they would enjoy this one. So this is for you guys. Don't you think the shop underneath should like do Friends merch or something? They'd make a killing, wouldn't they? Usually when you see it in the show, it's panning down like that. It's like meow, 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 meow. Done shopping, but we've done a little bit more there in Chelsea Market. Spent a couple of hours pottering around. Had a little coffee break as well, which I didn't film. But yeah, we got a few bits. Got a nice sweatshirt. I love a sweatshirt. Some people like trainers. Some people like nice pairs of jeans. I'm a sweatshirt guy. So got a few bits, and now it's coming on for lunchtime. What's the time? 1:20. So we're gonna go and grab what will be our final meal here in New York on this trip. And we're going to the world famous Kats Deli, probably the most famous place to eat in New York. I've never been to New York 3 times, never been to Kats. This time we're going. Gotta say, this has been a really memorable trip. Spending this sort of time with my parents, uninterrupted, nobody else around. It's been very valuable, and I feel very grateful to have had the opportunity to do this with them. So, Mum, Dad, if you're watching this, you're just over there actually, but when you're watching this video, thanks so much for your time, and hope you had as much fun as I did. fries and a pastrami on rye for me. I told you they were big sandwiches. This is what we came all this way for. Pastrami on rye from Katz. It's their signature dish. It was not cheap. $28 for this sandwich. Very expensive, but let's see how it is. It is good. Meaty. And there's no way that I am eating all of that. There you go. Sit on that table right there. That's the When Harry Met Sally table. I've managed about half. So it's not going to go off. I suppose not. I wonder if they would package it up for me. I'm not a small eater. I can eat with the best of them, but that was a lot. It was good. Meat's very tender, lovely mustard, good rye bread. Yeah, glad we came in. It's chaotic in here, but it's chaos that somehow just kind of works. So for a proper New York experience, I think you have to come in here. And a final tea/coffee break. With a Brooklyn Bridge view. How about that? What has been your best thing that we've done and most underwhelming thing that we've done?
Best thing, breakfast at the plaza. Most underwhelming. I don't think I have been underwhelmed, to be honest. I think I've been overwhelmed.
Not even by Macy's?
At Macy's. Macy's and the Disney store.
Yeah, the Disney store was smaller than expected, wasn't it?
Underwhelming.
Dad?
Yeah.
The worst to start with, which led to the best bit for me, was going into Bubba Gump's for a book table to find out that we couldn't have it.
They did give the table away.
And then going next door to the Hard Rock Cafe, sitting at the bar, drinking and eating burgers, and that was great.
Classic American experience, wasn't it?
How about yours?
My best thing, to be honest, I really enjoyed the plaza because I'd not done that before. Really enjoyed going up on there for a little stroll. I always think the views from up there are the best, so I really enjoyed that. I think most underwhelming probably, yeah, I'd say Macy's. I don't think Macy's is any different to Debenhams, does it?
No.
Particularly, or John Lewis, which is fine, but yeah, not for me. But yeah, it's been a good trip.
It's been a brilliant trip.
Thank you both for your time.
Thank you, of course. Thank you for being the best tour guide. If anybody needs one,
Don't forget to
contact
look
from
Back to the Future if you're coming.
Oh, Back to the Future, that was a highlight.
That was
a highlight, to be fair. That was very good.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But it's been a good trip. We've had lots of fun, but it's time to go home. So this right here was our building that we stayed in, and I think that one right there with the blinds fully up, that was our room right there. 14 floors up in downtown Manhattan. I'm going to follow Mum and Dad's lead because the long journey back to the UK begins here. We are heading back to get our bags, to get an Uber, to get a flight, and to get back to my wife in the UK, who I'm very much looking forward to seeing. Right, I'm back from New York. I've just got back today, absolutely knackered, barely slept on the plane, if at all. In fact, I don't think I did sleep on the plane. As you saw though, it feels like today, but it was yesterday that I went to Katz Deli and I couldn't finish the sandwich, it was just too big. So, I thought, because Joe, the plan originally was for me to bring back some Bleecker Street pizza for Joe to have and to see if it was still sort of good the next day, having survived the flight. So I've Deliveroo'd Joe the other half of my Kats Deli sandwich, and we're going to see if it's still edible. Joe, I think the sandwich is frozen. Oh, I don't know about this. It looks weird. I mean, it's still Katz's, but I just don't know. Presenting your Kats Deli sandwich. How's the pastrami taste? She's going for it.
Well, obviously it's cold, but
yeah, it was.
I can imagine that fresh.
It was warm when I ate it, but it's still got something, right? It's still nice.
It's nice. It's a lot of the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's all it is. Just meat, mustard, and bread. Oh yeah, it still tastes nice. It still tastes good. Just a little bit too cold for me, because I tasted it when the meat was like hot, and I saw it, and we took it out on like a big skewer and cut it up. Now it's cold. It's not as good as it was, but I think that's not bad. So can Kats Deli sandwiches survive being in the hold of an airplane? The answer is yes, it can.